Come in.
Hello.
Hi. Are you Katie?
I am Katie. It's
Hi,
so nice
Katie.
to meet you.
I'm Elizabeth. I'm
Nice to meet
one of the
you.
social workers here at Gardner House. We just help students with everything, basically.
Sounds good.
So how was it coming in here today?
It was good. Traffic was a little weird this morning. There was an accident on Port, so it definitely backed up, which is why I'm a little bit late. Sorry about that.
Oh, you're fine. I'm glad you made it safely, though.
Me too. Thank you.
Okay. Well, before we get going, I do need to explain we have some confidentiality stuff that we need to go over. Everything's confidential what we discuss here, except for if you tell me that you're going to harm yourself or somebody else. I'm reported to tell. Or if I need to go to talk to anybody that I work with, one of my supervisors, then, but they are in the same breach of confidentiality as me. Also, if you want me to share your information with one of your medical providers, and we can sign informed consent, and a court subpoena. But other than that, everything is confidential, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah. So tell me what brought you in here today.
I've just been struggling with what I think is a substance abuse problem. I'm not really sure. I've noticed ever since I got to college, I started smoking a lot more, and I noticed I'm having trouble falling asleep without it. And I use it at I have some night classes, and I find myself just all throughout the night classes kind of waiting to go home and like waiting until I can just quote unquote relax. And while I don't necessarily know if it's categorized as an issue yet, I just don't know what to do about it because I feel like it's unhealthy.
Okay, I'm sorry to hear that. And it sounds like you're saying you have trouble sleeping without smoking?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, is it smoking cigarettes or
marijuana?
Marijuana,
Mm-hmm.
okay. And then the substance you struggle with, what do you do there?
The smoking a lot, and then I noticed I can't really stay in on the weekends. I'm in a dorm, and all of my roommates are always going out, and whenever I try and stay in and they go out, I just feel really lonely and feel really isolated about it, and I end up meeting them out wherever they are, and then we end up drinking a lot, and it's just, I feel like it's getting a little bit out of control.
Well, I'm proud of you for coming in here.
Thank you.
You're so brave.
Thank you.
But tell me more though about why you think it's a problem.
I've noticed my grades start to slip about it.
Okay.
We go out drinking probably Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and by the time Sunday rolls around, I'm so tired that when I'm supposed to get up and go to the library, I just find myself staying in bed all day and kind of nursing my hangover, and then I want to smoke because I know it's going to make me feel better, but then I don't want to smoke because it's a Sunday, and I feel like it just ends up spiraling out of control.
Okay. Well, you're doing big steps, I believe.
Thank you.
So, what do you make of all this?
I'm not sure. In high school, I was a very straight-laced student. I didn't do drugs or drink at all. I had almost a 4.0. I was almost a perfect A student. I was in a lot of extracurriculars, and I don't know if it's just that I haven't really joined any clubs here or done anything, and I don't know if it's I have too much time on my hands. That's what my mom always says. She always says you gotta build up all the time in on your hands so that you don't have any room for this. But I don't know if I have too much time on my hands or if I'm just kind of getting caught up in the culture of college, but I just know that it's not who I am, and I'm uncomfortable doing it, and I'm not really sure how to stop. It's like I want to stop really badly, but I can't.
Mm-hmm. You're on your way to stopping, it sounds like. I mean, you're admitting that you are struggling. That's the first really big step.
Okay.
So, that's cool.
Thank you.
Is there anyone in your life that you can, like your peers, that you can talk to about this? That's not a drinker and a partier?
I feel like that's why I kind of reached out, because I I guess I could talk to my parents, but I feel like they would feel really disappointed in me. And they are paying a lot of money for my school. They're paying for my school, and I feel like it's disrespectful for me to come to them about this. All of my friends kind of participate in the same thing, so I feel like if I go to them about it, they're just gonna be like, oh, well, that's college, you know, like, it doesn't count when you're in college. That's what everybody says, but it counts when your grades are slipping.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I have my brother, but my brother just moved down to Texas. He got a job down there. He just graduated. And whereas before we were really close, now he's starting a new life, and I don't want to be a burden to him because he has so much going on. So I don't want to, you know, kind of like pile something else on his plate. So I guess this is my way of reaching out.
Okay. Okay, well, you said you're tired all the time. What is there ways that you can combat your tiredness? What do you do about that?
I find myself sleeping a lot, which I know isn't good. I know I learned in psychology class that sleeping too much isn't good and sleeping not enough isn't good. And I find myself constantly sleeping during the day. In between classes, I'll take naps, and sometimes I'll sleep through a class. Just because I'm so tired, and it feels like the more I sleep, the more tired I get. So I don't know, I feel like all I do is go to class, come home, either sleep or smoke. And I just don't know how to break that cycle.
Okay. So you're just admitting that you just need some help?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, okay, you have your brother's support, you have your parents, but you haven't told your parents about this. Well, now you have us. Well, we'll just keep talking until we can figure out how to help you. And is there something else you'd like to talk about today, other than?
I guess with school, I'm sort of feeling lost as well, just because I know I came into school knowing exactly what I wanted to do with my life, and I feel like I'm going through a sort of identity crisis. Like, I look in the mirror and I don't really recognize myself, just because I'm so different from who I used to be in high school. And I know you're supposed to grow in college and you're supposed to change in college, but I don't know if I necessarily like the reflection that's looking back at me. Like, I don't like getting B's and C's. I don't like having to email my professors and ask for extensions. I feel like that's disrespectful towards them. I don't like, you know, sleeping all day and just going to the dining hall and eating crappy foods. But I just don't know. I missed Student Organite. So I have no idea, you know, like the organizations I can reach out to, or if it's too late to reach out to an organization. But I'm just kind of feeling lost in a sea of what seems like a lot of people who know what they're doing.
Okay. Well, trust me, I don't think they know what they're doing as much as you think. They're all struggling, probably just like you. This is hard, college. But, identity crisis, though. I'm sorry to hear that. But you're doing the right steps, and what have you tried thus far to stop drinking and smoking? How about that? Can I ask you that?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, on the weekends, all of my roommates all get ready together so we're in a dorm room. So there's 3 bedrooms and a common room, and then each bedroom has 2 people in it. So all of my roommates will all go into like the common room and get ready together and do each other's hair and makeup and pick out outfits, and I really enjoy that part of the night. So I'll try and do that with them, and then I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna hang out with you guys now, you guys go out and I'll see you when I get home. But then they're all posting things on social media, just pictures of the party, and I just find myself, I'm like, well, I'm sitting in bed doing nothing, and then I go out. So it's like every time I try to stay home, it never works. You know, like I never end up actually being able to stay home. It's like I have a fear of missing out on all of the fun. But
Okay.
yeah, but
Oh.
but the smoking I haven't really. The only other time when I've tried to stop, I haven't been able to fall asleep. So then I take a NyQuil or Benadryl to fall asleep. But then I'm like, well, that's also just, you still need a crutch to fall asleep. So what's the point? Might as well you know.
Mm-hmm.
So
Have you tried exercise? Does exercise help?
I haven't tried exercise. I've just been kind of laying in bed a lot. And yeah,
I'm sorry.
thank you.
Still proud of you for coming in here.
Thank you.
We're just gonna keep talking about this, but we're just getting to know each other today. So yeah, I'm not gonna push a bunch of things at you to say I help you. I'm just basically here just to listen. and
Okay.
Be a sounding board for you today.
Okay.
So when do you you think it started this semester?
Yeah.
Okay. And how long have you been here at this school?
I'm a freshman, so I moved in August 20 something. So it's been going on. I did really good the first month, really up until what felt like Parents' Weekend. And then my parents actually didn't end up coming for Parents' Weekend. And on that same weekend, my boyfriend broke up with me, and we've been dating for a really long time. And I feel like that was sort of the catalyst for everything that's been going on. I was definitely using and drinking before that, but I started using and drinking in a different way. Before, like, I was just wanting to have fun, and now it's like almost feels like I'm trying to cover up some sort of emotion,
Okay. What kind of emotion do you think you're trying to cover up?
I don't know if it's, I'm really close with my parents, so I don't think it's anything with that, but I think I am struggling with the breakup. But I have so much going on with school and just life and making sure all my essays are done. It feels like I can't process those emotions and do good and try and do good in school at the same time, and I can't. I just feel so stuck.
Okay, so you're saying you feel stuck and you just feel like you can't process your breakup, and you can't really turn to your parents, it sounds like. What do you think they would say if you turned to them?
They've been really, really good about the breakup. My mom offered to come down and take me out to lunch.
Oh, okay.
She knows exactly. I mean, she's gone through a million breakups before, so she knows what it feels like. But this is my first one.
No.
So I just feel like, I don't know. She's been really nice about that. But if I turn to her and open up to her about what we're talking about now, just the using and the drinking, I feel like she's just gonna. I mean, they're paying out-of-state tuition, and I don't want to. I can't do that to them.
You don't want to disappoint them.
Mm-hmm.
I totally get that. Yeah, it's a lot of pressure, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. And my brother, he was so perfect in high school and in college. He had a 4.0. He was a math major with a business minor. He just got a job right out of college. He's down at Texas now, in Texas. He's making a buttload of money. I just feel like he was so kind of, I mean, he wasn't perfect, don't get me wrong. And my parents didn't know a lot about the stuff he did, but like he was able to do everything so right. And I just don't want to be the child that does everything wrong.
Okay. Well, you're not. I mean, you're here, so this is the right step.
Mm-hmm.
It really is.
Thank you.
So, to me, you're already doing the right thing.
Thank you.
But, is it just your brother, or do you have other siblings?
It's just my brother. I have,
Okay.
He's older than me. We have some family friends, and they're kind of like siblings, but my blood siblings is just my brother. My grandma, I have been talking to my grandma about this just because she's a very amazing lady. But my grandfather just died, so I don't want to put added stress or pressure on her. necessarily. I feel bad when I call her and all we talk about is me, because I know she's going through a lot right now too. And so she's usually like my main outlet for these kind of for situations like this that I can't talk to my parents about. But lately I just feel so guilty calling her.
I'm sorry about your granddad.
Thank you. Thank you.
You know, I mean, grandmas, you might be helping her too, though, getting her out of her head. So
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that you have somebody you can call in your family.
Thank you. Yeah.
And does she listen to you?
Yeah, she's wonderful. She lives down in Florida, but she's coming to visit soon.
Oh, nice.
So we're excited about that. She drives. She hates planes. She doesn't like to fly. So she's gonna drive from Florida all the way up, and she passes the school on her way up. So she's gonna stop and take me out to lunch.
Oh,
which
wonderful.
I'm excited about. Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful. I'm glad, Katie. Okay. Well, this is good. So you have. It sounds like you have one support. Your grandma. I'm glad to hear that you're not totally alone. Because
Thank
at
you.
first I was like, uh-oh. But let's see. We got your grandma as your support. Now you have us. Can I help you understand any more about
I don't know.
anything?
I just don't know where to go from here. I guess maybe talking about it is really good, but I just don't. I feel like I kind of need someone to guide me in my next steps.
Okay.
You know, because I clearly am not making the best decisions on my own.
Well, it's okay. You're young.
Mm-hmm.
Would you be okay with me helping you guide you
Yeah,
through some stuff?
I would really like that.
Okay. Would you consider coming back and want to talk some more?
Yeah, absolutely. I would really like that.
Okay. Well, I can be pretty available for you.
Okay.
I can, work with your schedule,
Wonderful.
and I can also give you my work number so you can call me during the day if you do have some struggles.
Okay. I really appreciate that.
And but yeah, I'm gonna help you, and we're gonna work through this together. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Oh, well, thank you, Katie, for having the courage to come in here.
Of course, it was so nice to meet
You
you.
too. It was wonderful to meet you.